ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वति नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम् वागर्थाविव सम्पृक्तौ वागर्थप्रतिपत्तये जगतः पितरौ वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम् ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्तिः 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 After the yat nyat cha pratyaya, we are discussing tavya, tavyanta rupani and aniyanta rupani. The difference between these two pratyayas, one is vala, the other one is not. So therefore, for aniya is easy. Aniya being a adadatuka pratyaya, only guna, anga karya will happen if it anga fulfills the condition. No itagama. So we don't have to bother whether dhatu is set or neat or wait. Only with regard to tavya. Therefore, aniyanta rupani sulabhani. It is easy. Tavya only we need to know whether dhatu is set or unit. Some dhatus are wait, therefore vikalpena it bhavati. So we'll see that, but before that, just a minute. I'm just trying to prepare a krityanta rupani of some dhatus. I did some, but not all. Then we can go through that. Krityantani. They see I'll keep adding this here. The sadhatus which we are familiar with are dhatus which are important. At dhatu, gato ityarte, prayujyate, vadikara dhatu, said dhatu. What pratyaya will come among the three? Yat, nyat, and kyat. What pratyaya it will take?
Palanta, so yeah.
Therefore, r and hal will take nyat. So nyat. So nit pratyaya, therefore a becomes a, atya. What gender? All the three genders. Gender decline. Atya. Then tavya, the said dhatu, therefore atitavya. Aniya, simple. Ataniya. Similarly, adadhatu, adabhakshane. Anit dhatu. Adadi, first conjugation, second conjugation, first dhatu. Again, this is also aladi. Therefore, adya. And it is anit, therefore, ad plus tavya, just sandhi, charta sandhi, attavya. And adaniya. Similarly, arch, pujaya, first conjugation. I'm taking first conjugation, arch. 10th conjugation, it is anyway archi, which is anekach dhatu, said dhatu, therefore, archi, ajanta, then yet pratyaya will come, that will come. And it is said, therefore, archayitavya, archi, archayaniya, the form will be there. That I'm not taking that. Charadi, I'm taking first conjugation. Archya. No upada vriddhi, because upada is
Sakara.
chakara. Upada is repa.
Parivet.
Therefore, architavya, archya, architavya, archaniya, iti form. Similarly, arjudhatu, arjane, said dhatu. Arjane, this is also, it will take nyat pratyaya, therefore, arjya, tirupam. Then arja, arji, archa plus tavya. Arja plus tavya. Arja plus tavya. It is, okay. Arjaniya. Arja plus tavya, Arja plus aniya, arjaniya. Arja plus tavya should be
Arjitavya.
arjitavya. That is, yeah. We take a 10th conjugation, the meaning would be different. It is in both the conjugation. Arjitavya, arjaniya. I'm taking it as the first conjugation. Arj, arjane. With upasarga, uparjya. With upasarga. There uparji. There I'm taking as a 10th conjugation. Uparjitavya. Just remarks I have given the example. Taking that as a 10th conjugation. That's why we have got upa plus arjya, uparjya. That's okay. Whether 10th conjugation also will get the same. Okay. Just with the upasarga, or I'll change that. By 10th conjugation, you take it as a first this conjugation itself. Upa plus arjya, uparjya, etratya. And here it becomes upa plus arjitavya, uparjitavya. So only uparjaniya. With upa upasarga. So arjitavya, arjaniya. Arjidhatu, which is there in the 10th conjugation also. Arjane, that meaning. Okay, then artha dhatu, which is there in 10th conjugation, artha dhatu. So arthya, arthagitavya, arthagitavya, arthi, then because it is 10th conjugation. Okay. Here also I will change it. I will take it as a first conjugation. 10th conjugation is simple. First conjugation also simple only. 10th conjugation dhatu will be arthi, but here I can take it as arthitavya. If it is 10th conjugation, arthi is a dhatu. I'm just doing and delete it. Archi plus itavya. Dhatu is said dhatu. You can check. I have not added those columns. I will add later. Arthi, artha, artai, arthayitavya, the form would be. I'm taking it as the first conjugation. Vadigana. Dhatu is artha dhatu. Said dhatu. So therefore, arthya, and it is artha, arthitavya. And it becomes arthaniya. Right? But the dhatu is not in Churadigana, it is not in Dvadigana at all. It is in Churadigana only. There is no dhatu which is in Arch is there, Arji is there in first conjugation. But Arth is only in Churadigana. Churadigana, therefore, it is said. So the dhatu is within bracket, I will write. But even though dhatu is Artha, when you add a niche pratyaya, it becomes Arthi. So Arthi plus Yat, because it is Ajadi, it is Ajanta. So Arthi will become when Ekaradi pratyaya follows. Aniti, the ni will go away. It's a rule. Therefore, we have Artha. Arthya, iti rupam. And similarly here also, it is Arthi plus Itavya. Arthi becomes Arte, then Arthaitavya. The form is Arthaitavya. Similarly here, Arthi plus Aniya. Aniya can cause Angakarya. Arthayaniya, iti rupam. This dhatu only in the 10th conjugation. Sorry, not Arthayaniya, because this is Arthi and Aniya. This is Anid. Therefore, Ni will go away. Okay, Arthaniya. Please note the form. Arthayitavya and Arthaniya. Because Aniya is not Valadi. Therefore, the Ni of Arthi will go away. Therefore, Arthaniya. Please note. Here, I will write Arthi plus Aniya. This Arthi that E will drop. Arth plus Aniya. That E will drop already, I told you that for Nishta Pratyaya said Nishta Pratyaya follows the Nijanta Dhatu, the Ni will go away. Said Nishta. Or Anit Pratyaya follows is the Nijanta Dhatu, the Ni will go away. The E means E. Therefore, Arthaniya. Similarly, Ashdhatu. Ashdhatu, Ashya, Ashitavya, Ashaniya. Asdhatu of the second conjugation. Asdhatu. As Sattayam, to be. Bhuvi, that meaning. Sattaya, the sense. Asdhatu, it is Alantadhatu. What pratyaya it will take? We have to see the among the pratyaya exceptions, etc. So we have Asi Sakaranta, that is Alantadhatu. Therefore, it takes Nyat pratyaya. But there is one rule is there. Asdhatu can take it also. When Vartikam was there before. You can check the notes. Those are exception. That is Asdhatu. Taking Yat pratyaya by the rule. I have to check. Let's see. Asdhatu taking Bhavya Bhavya, one sutra was there. I'm just checking one it is. Then check my notes. It will be there. Yeah. Bhu plus Yat. Bhavya. Yat pratyaya can be added to Ajanta dhatu. Bu plus, that is Bu dhatu. Here, Prabhavya. In case of Bu having upasarga, Kyap will come Bhavarte. Then Asdhatu will become Bhavya by the rule, that is Asdhatu. When followed by Adadhatuka Pratyaya, that As will be replaced by Bu. And by the Bu now is Sukaranta, therefore Yat Pratyaya, therefore Bu will become Bu and Okaranta, then here Yat Pratyaya. That Avadi Sandhi will happen, therefore Bhavya, Iti Rupam. And Bhavya also it is there. Bhavya also that Yat Pratyaya also can come. Just for the example with the Pra Upasarga. Prabhavya, the Pra is missing, Prabhavya can take. Becomes Prabhavya. It is there in the notes, Prabhavya. So with the Upasarga, it becomes Prabhavya. Anyway, Prabhavya. With Upasarga becomes, it takes Yat Pratyaya, therefore Prabhavya. With Upasarga, it takes Yat Pratyaya, therefore Prabhavya. And without Upasarga, it becomes Prabhavya. I change this. Without Upasarga, it is Astatu. It is Yat Pratyaya. Both are Yat Pratyaya. So Bhavya, Prabhavya. Okay. Bhavya also is there. Bhavya I will write later. I'll check. I have to check how you get Bhavya. But see the form. The Bhavya is Bu, that has plus Yat Pratyaya will become Bu Bhavya. With Pra Upasarga, it takes Bhavya. Then see the screen there. Pra Bhavya. Bu Dhatu without any Upasarga having. So here the Pratyaya is kept, not Yat. Without any Upasarga. Bu Dhatu, Bhuvo Bhave. By that, without any Upasarga, it takes Kyap Pratyaya. In case of having Upasarga, it will take Yat Pratyaya. So therefore, Upasarga Sagitam, it is Yat. When Upasarga is not there, then it is Kyap. Changing it. Similarly, Nirpurvaka Asdhatu.
So, Guruji, it will be Bhuya. Oh, yeah, Bhuya.
Yes, Bu, and then O, then Avadi Sandhi, Bhavya. Right? Similarly, Bu plus Tavya, Bhavitavya, Bu plus Aniya, Bhavaniya.
So, Kyap.
Yeah, Kyap only. Here it is Kyap. Without Upasarga, it is Kyap. And with Upasarga, it is Yat.
Guruji, but for Kyap, Angakarya won't come, no? So, Bhuya.
Without any Upasarga, it takes. With Upasarga, it takes
Yeah.
Yat. Without any, sorry, with Upasarga, yeah. With Upasarga, Yat. Without any Upasarga, it is Kyap. Yes, it takes Kyap. So, Bhuya, yes, yeah, sorry. As will be replaced by Bhuya. And another pratyaya is there, Nyat, that I will write later, I will check that. So, Kep plus, sorry, as plus Kep becomes Bhuya. Yes, Bhuya only. Okay. I'll check the form. I'm writing, I'm not yet done. I have to check. But there may be other rules covered than what is covered in the file document. So we have to check that. Though I tried to cover many exceptions here, but there may be other rules. I have to check the Kridanta Rupanandini. I'll find out from which how it comes. This Kep and this Yatanta a little difficult. There are so many exceptions are there. Pratyas comes, but Bhavya also another form is there. I'll check how it comes. I will not afraid it's not complete. Document is not complete. So there are many dhatus just tried. So nir plus as dhatu next one. So nirasya, yat pratyaya, and nirasitavya and nirasaniya. So malipra plus up. These dhatus are taken from the Laghu Siddhanta Kaubali. There is a list of dhatus are given, important dhatus. Pra plus ap is fifth conjugation. Prapnoti. Prapya, praptavya, prapaniya, anit dhatu. As dhatu, second conjugation. Asya, asitavya, asaniya. Adipurvaka ing dhatu. Ing dhatu, prayena adipurvaka bhavati. So it becomes adhyaya, adhyetavya, adhyayinish. Swadhyaya, adhyetavya, vakyam is there, prativakyam. So adhyaya, adhyayaniya. In second conjugation, gatau, in dhatu. That becomes itya. It takes kyapratya. This is covered in the document. In dhatu taking kyapratya. I think I mentioned that. Yes. In gatau, stun, stutau, shas, anushishto. These dhatus take the pratyaya kyap. Therefore, e, that is in gatau, form is itya gantum yogyaha ityartha. So itya is one form. Itya is a form. Kyapratya. And tavya, the dhatu being anit. Therefore, etavya and ayaniya. He becomes a, I, then ayaniya. Ayani sandhi, ayaniya. Similarly, ishdhatu. Ishdhatu, ishu, ichayam. It is tudadi conjugation. Tudadi. So that dhatu is, ishdhatu is wait dhatu. Therefore, we have two forms, yeshitavya and yeshtavya. Ishdhatu, which is wait dhatu. How do we know wait dhatu? I think we saw this also. There are some dhatus are there. You know that list of dhatus of the sixth conjugation, which will be optionally it. Therefore, yeshitavya is one form, yeshtavya, anit paksha. And there is only one aniya paksha, yeshaniya. Not varadi, therefore no itakama. And ishdhatu is alanta dhatu, therefore nyat pratyaya. Ish plus nyat Asia, Angakarya matters Asia. Similarly, nirpurvaka iksh Nirikshya, nyat pratyaya, and iksh is said dhatu, therefore nirikshitavya, nirakshaniya. Now, I will write some more dhatus, give it to you as homework. You try. The forms, maybe tavya, aniya, other those forms will be easy. That yatta, anta, nyata, kyapudar, you may have some difficulty. Whatever form you get, you write it. I will check the right form. And if there any exception and by that anything happens, that I will explain. Okay, that is not directly so. We can refer to the sutra and then write not like that. It involves other rules and sutras. So I have to check for nyat, yat, and kyap. We have to be familiar with the form. That is why that with regard to yat and yat only we have some difficulty. That's why we don't use that much. Instead, we can use tavya niya. It's easy. Even in spoken Sanskritam, tavya niya rupam are easy. Nyatanta is there, like karyam, for example. Okay, I will write some more dhatus. Dhatu, you can take it as your homework and try. Whatever general rule, and the exceptions, what as you have seen in the document, that alone you take it and try. Don't get the right form, don't worry. For yata, nyata, and kyapa, I will do it in the next class. But tavya and niya must be easy. So these dhatus, rupas, if you know, I think it's more than enough. It's a long list. In alphabetical order it is given. I think this much is enough. Kakara, K, yeah. So Kakara letter. I'll send this document. You can take this as homework and try. Okay, now we will continue from this document. I think the last point was 22 in Tavya. 22 or,
Up to here.
yeah, this dhatu. So this is the dhatu I was telling. Ish dhatu, ishasaha. These dhatus, when followed by takara, the other dhatu ka pratyaya, it takes itakava optionally. I've done here itself. Yeshitavya, Yeshtavya. This is what you saw now. Okay. Right. Now, here, we'll see. 1 minute. I sent the document Krityanta Rupani to WhatsApp. Please try that as your homework. The class, it takes time. Certain forms you may not get, and I have to find how it comes. It will take time. I've sent the document to you. You can just try. I will also do it. Now let us see from here. Please, I sent the document. You can check the WhatsApp later. Yes, up to this we did. Now we have to do 21. So 20 was the last point. So these dhatus, when takaradi pratyaya follows, itakava is optional. And 21, 21, nijanta dhatus. Nijanta dhatavaha, they are all set only because anekach dhatu, all anekach dhatus are set. Therefore, tavya pratyaya follows. Itakama will come. Angakarya happens. Therefore, choraitavya. Tumali chinta dhatu. Chint plus itavya, chintayitavya. Exceptions, not exception. In the 10th conjugation, we have, for example, kata dhatu. What will be the form of kata? So kata is simple. Okay, kata dhatu. Not kata. Dhatu, here also dhatu is chur dhatu. Chur become chori. Here the dhatu is chinta plus nich become chinti. The dhatu is originally it is kata plus nich becomes kati, not kati. Okay, not kati. I think I told you this. Kat becomes Not kat, kati only. Stanivat bhavaha. So kati plus tavya, kati will become kate, katagitavya. The for form is katagitavya. Gan plus tavya, that is gana also adanta dhatu. Therefore, gana plus nich. Gana plus nich is gan plus e, then becomes gani. That not gani. Please note. Pada vriddhi will not happen. Stanivat bhava. So gani
Guruji,
will be
Thanivat Bhava in what sense, Guruji?
ganagitavya. I think I taught this before class only.
Yeah.
I think kata plus nich. When the Ardhatuka Pratyaya follows, this dhatus are adanta dhatus in the dhatu pata. You can check the Churadikana, we have adanta dhatus.
Okay.
Some adanta dhatus are mentioned. Dhatu pata, please see. What dhatu pata? That is Panya dhatu pata. There are so many dhatu patas are there.
Now I
You know,
remember. It's fine.
there are
Yeah.
so many dhatu patas. We have Kashakrishna dhatu pata, Chandra dhatu pata, Jainendra dhatu pata, Katantra dhatu pata, Shakadani dhatu pata, Haima dhatu pata, Vopadeva dhatu pata, Kiraswami, Maitreya Rakshitaha, Hariyogi, Devaha, so many other, Sainaha, Madhavi dhatu pata also. But what dhatu pata we are referring to? Paniniya dhatu pata, that is a famous one. So there, Churadikana, if you see, Adanta dhatus are given, Kata, Gana, etc. So when you add Nich Pratyaya, Nich is being as Adadhatuka Pratyaya,
it will remove
Ato
the
lopaha,
final.
akara at the end of the anga, that will become lopaha. Now when it once become lopaha, now upada is therefore nit pratyaya follows. Upada should become dirgha. I mean
But
vriddhi,
it
not
will.
dirgha. Vriddhi, not dirgha. Vriddhi, but doesn't happen.
Mm.
When karya is happened by the same nimitta, when karya is happened, and by the same nimitta, when karya is to happen before that, that lopa which has become that akara, which will be Stanivat Bhavaha, Bhavati, which will enjoy being there. Therefore, with regard to the operation to be performed before, right? Before means here, Pada, that Lopadesha will be Stanivata. The Lopa which has happened, that will be there as though for this operation to happen, for this operation to prevent, to prevent the operation, it will be as though that present. Therefore, Katu will not become Katu only. Because the nimitta is same, the same nimitta cannot remove akara, cannot cause pada vriddhi also. Can cause akara to lopa. And when karyam is to happen before that, the lopa desha, then karyam, with regard to that karyam, this lopa desha will be stanivat bhavati. Therefore, nich cannot see, the pratyaya cannot see upada letter as akara, it will see upada letter as takara only. That was Stanivat Bhava. Therefore, Kata plus Nich becomes Kati. Gana plus Nich becomes Gani. There are some dhatus in the 10th conjugation. Churadigana, I think I taught you long back. So that we saw this. I didn't explain much in detail. I just told that Upada Akara will not become Dirgaha. I mean, Vriddhi, not Dirgaha. That is not Dirga. Vriddhi, Shveta. Vriddhi, Angakarya. Right? Therefore, Vriddhi. Vriddhi Angakarya. Will not happen. So Kati become Kate, Kataya, Katayitavya. Gani, Gane, Ganaya, Ganayitavya. In the case of Chur and all, it is simple. Chur become Chori. This is Chint Dhatu, Chinti. Chint plus Chiti Dhatu. Numma will come because Dhatu is Idit Dhatu. Because it is Idit, therefore Num, Chint plus Nich, then Chinti. So Chinti, Chintagitavya. Kati, Katagitavya. Gani, Ganagitavya. Okay, Aniya Pratyaya would be that I have not done here. Yes, Aniya also. Chori plus aniya.
Choraniya.
Yeah. So chori plus aniya. Aniya is adatuka pratyaya no itakama. The ni will go away. Therefore choraniya. Natam also happens, right?
Mm.
Choraniya. Similarly, chinta, chinti plus aniya.
Chintaniya.
Chintaniya.
See that E will go away. Therefore chinta. Therefore chintaniya. Natam will not be there. Then here also kati plus aniya.
Ganani.
Kataniya.
Aniya.
Kataniyam. Then
Ganiya.
gun. Oh, okay. Here becomes gun plus aniya, gani plus aniya, gananiya. I think I have done here kati. Oh, okay. Here I mentioned. You can see number 18. Kata plus nich. Takara plus sakara, takara plus sakara. When nich pratyaya follows, a will go away. Then that akara will not become vriddhi. Stanyat bhavati. Therefore, kat only. This is what I told. I will remove this. Already we have done. Then the point number 22. Nijantada. Tavaha is done. Then this is trach dhatu. Trach plus tavya. Trach dhatu is samprasana dhatu. But here samprasanam will not happen. Why?
Not kit.
Yes, trach dhatu is not a kit or nit. Therefore, no samprasanam possible. Trach plus tavya. What sandhi?
Pittu.
Chavarga letter is there. Shouldn't be replaced by kavarga. The brashcha brush, that rule will apply. Chakara will be replaced by Mudane Shakara. When Chakara is replaced by Mudane Shakara, what will happen to the Tukkagama, which is because of Chakara? Nimittapaya, Nimittikapaya, the Tukkagama also will go away. Therefore, Shatum happens. Shatum by I'll call it a Shatum 1. Because Shatum 2 is in the order. Because Shatum 2 is, that is, it happens for the Apadanta Sakara. Okay. Apadanta Sakara when preceded by Innarku, that is Shatum 2. It comes later, that's why I call it as Shatum 2. Okay. Shatum, I'll call this a Shatum 1. Right? Okay. Then Shatum 1 happens, Chakara replaced by Shakara, then Chakara goes away, Nimitta Apaye, Nimitika Apayaha, that Paribhasha. Nimitta Apaye. Naimitika Apayaha. Apayaha, the word is derived from the Dhatu. Apayaha, Apapurvaka. We can take the Dhatu to be I, or we can take the Dhatu to be in also. Okay, this is a side point. Apa plus, that is Dhatu, I Gatau. Ayate, Ayate, Atmani Paridhatu. Then if you add a Ghai Pratyaya, Krudanta Pratyaya, Krut Pratyaya, then we get a Krudanta. Not a Ghai, some Pratyaya, some Krut Pratyaya is added. Maybe I think Appa some Pratyaya, some Krut Pratyaya. Must be Akara. Content must be Akara. Therefore, Appa, yeah. Or if it is in, the E will become
Vriddhi.
not Vriddhi. It is Krut Pratyaya, therefore E becomes, if it is E, then I think you will have problem here. because apa plus a, apai will become. I think the dhatu is I dhatu only, not in dhatu.
For it to be in, E should become I. So it should be I. Something which causes vriddhi should come. Like,
Yeah, so not vriddhi. Even if it is I, that E becomes I by some, the Angakarya happens. Then E become, I means E becomes A. Angakarya, Guna Angakarya. Then A plus this, the pratyaya, some order maybe the pratyaya, content is A. A plus A, A is replaced by I. Then we have apa plus this. Yes, possible. Ingata also possible. E will become A. Then A plus a sandhi to be done first because apa is a padam. Okay. Don't add first. If we add, then you will have problem. If we have apa plus A, then you will have, you cannot add a, because apa is an upasarga. Upasargas are padam. It's A and A, that is dhatu and pratyaya. First we have to resolve that. Then only sandhi to be done with the preceding. Then in Gato, E has become guna by some, the pratyaya, some pratyaya, whatever may be the pratyaya, some. Then akarate jakara ke sanyayam pratyaya sa, gain pratyaya, up pratyaya, could be up pratyaya, for example. So E become A. So A becomes, then Aya is sandhi I. Then we have Aya. Therefore, Apa plus Aya. Apa is not apadanta, it is padantakara. Therefore, we cannot apply pararupa sandhi. Savana dirgha sandhi only we have to apply. Therefore, Apaya. So in Gata also possible. Okay. Apadanta akara followed by ya, then only pararupa sandhi. Here it is apa is padanta akara. Okay. So therefore we cannot apply pararupa sandhi. It is savana dirgha sandhi. Okay. Fine. So apayaha. That's how the word apayaha comes. Even in the Karaka Sutram is Dhruvam Apaye Apadanam. Sutram is there. Okay. There's a Kridanta Pratyaya, Ach Pratyaya, not up. Ach Pratyaya comes. Ach. That's Pratyaya. So whether it is I, content is A. So I plus A, Aya. Or whether it is in, E also will become A plus A becomes Aya, then Apaya. So we can take any dhatu in or gato. Nimittapaya. Okay, that is a side point. So prash plus tavya, prashtavya. What about prash plus aniya? This is not jaladi. So therefore, here nothing happens. No sandhi possible. Prash plus aniya. We have to do just the melanam. Angakarya, not possible. Therefore, just a melanam. Prach plus aniya. Prachaniya. Okay. Fine. Form is prachaniya. Just. Prachaniya, natam happen. Yes. No.
No.
Why?
Cha in between. It's not permissible letter.
Yeah. Chakara is there. Chakara, they are not. At, ku, pu, ang, num only. This is not permissible. Therefore, natam will not happen. Okay. So 21, this is 22. Then 23. This Masjidatu, I think we discussed this dhatu, I think, before. Anyway, I'll just say something about this dhatu. Masjidatu. In Nishta, I think, I remember vaguely, in Nishta, we must have seen Nishta. The dhatu is, you must have seen in Nishta. That is, the dhatu is Odit dhatu. Odit means Nishta. That's why I remember. Odit dhatu. Tu must jo. Okara is ith letter. And tu is ith letter. The content is, therefore, it is masj. Masj plus ta pratyaya. What is the form? Nishta, Nishtayam. You have seen Nishta in Prakaranam. This is Anit dhatu, therefore no Yitagama. Then this is the conjunct at the end. And the first letter of the conjunct is Sakara.
Mm.
When
That should
conjunct
be
at the end and first letter is Sakara or Kakara, when followed by Jal or this is at the end of the Padam, that Sakara will drop. Therefore, you will have Majj plus Ta. Then we can apply
Kharich.
not Karicha before that. Chavarga letter followed by Jal. Kutvam.
Mm.
That will be replaced by
Mag.
Kakara, the Kakara. Since the dhatu is Odit dhatu, then Takara, Rishta Takara will be replaced by Nakara. Therefore, you get Magna.
Mag.
That Magna, the word comes in Gita also. Magnaha, Himagnaha, Dub Jata hai. One who is immersed, Magnaha. This word, you can see the Nishta, we have seen this. The importance of dhatu being a Odit is it causes Nishta Takara to Nakara. You remember that?
Yes.
Nishta Takara will become Nakara for dhatu ending, for Repanta dhatu, for Dakaranta dhatu, and Odit dhatus, etc. In case of Dakaranta dhatu, the dhatu Dakara also will become Nakara. Like, for example, Pad, simple one. Pad plus Ta, I think we discussed this before. Pad plus Ta. Nishta Dakaranta dhatu, this is Nishta Takara, and Nishta Takara will become Nakara. Dakara, dhatoho dakarasyapi nakara adesha, therefore we get panna, sampanna, sadhana chatushtaya sampanna, apanna, upapanna. Similarly, sad becomes sanna, tud becomes tunna, chid becomes chinna. Dhatu chid dhatu. Chid plus ta pratyaya. Nishta takara becomes chinna. Right? So, similarly, here the Odit dhatu is, that's the significance of Okara is ith letter. That's why the Upadeshika Rupam is important to know. Okay. Now the same dhatu, Masj dhatu, which is sixth conjugation, what will be the letter Rupam?
Majjati.
Yeah, Majjati. Masj dhatu plus the Pratyaya is, Ganamikarna is Sha plus Tip. So therefore here what will happen? Masj plus Sha plus Ti. Will Sakara go away? No.
No.
Not followed by Jal, and it's not at the end of the Padam also. Therefore what happens? Sakara and Jakara in contact. Therefore, Chutva Sandhi will apply. Sakara will be replaced by Shakara. Therefore, you will have Masj plus Ti. Then Shakara plus Jakara. Shakara and Jakara. Shakara is a Jal followed by Jash. Therefore, Jashtum will apply. Shakara will be replaced by corresponding Jash letter, which is Jakara. Therefore, Majjati iti rupam. Majjati, Majjataha, Majjanti. Amajjata, Amajjata, Amajjan. Right? Simple Sandhi, but we don't recognize that. One is Chutvam. Other one is Jashtam 2. Masjidatu. Okay. Anyway, this is just a side point. Just to recollect. We have seen in Latlakara and Nishta also. Now, Masjid plus Tavya, we have one special rule for this. That's why given separately. Masjid Nashor Jali, one sutram is that. Nashdatu and Mashdatu. When Jaladi Pratyaya follows, in the Sutra 7158 section is Numagama section. Num will come, it's a rule. I just given for my reference 7160. 7160 is 7, it is in the section 7158. 7158 is, I'm just saying, Iti Dhatu will get Numagama, you know that, right?
Mm.
Iti
Mm.
Dhatus will take Numagama,
Numagama.
like Nidhi Dhatu, for example.
Mm.
Nidhi.
Mm.
Dhatu is originally Mudra Nakara. It will become Dante Nakara, Nidhi.
Mm.
Then Dhatu is Iri Dhatu, Ikara is it, the Num will come.
And
Similarly, Kapi also, Kapi. Kapi becomes Num will come. Kamp. And Apuranta Nakara will become Anuswara, Anuswara replaced by Paraswara, therefore it will become Kam, right?
Mm.
So Iri Dhatus. Similarly, here, that is a section Numagama comes for Iri Dhatu, that is 7115, Irito Num Dhatu. So that section, which this sutra also comes. So all these sutras are ordained Numagama. So Masjidatu and Nashdatu, when Jaladi Pratyaya follows, Numagama comes. Where Num will come for Masjidatu? Num being a Mittagama comes after what? The last vowel,
Last one.
right?
Hello.
So after the last touch only it will come, right? That is Numagama, Mittagama. So therefore Nakara comes here. Now this Nakara, Padanta Nakara. Okay. And Dhatu is Set or Anit, Masjidatu. It is Anit Dhatu.
and it.
Magnaha, for example, that Ishtarupam, Visa, no Itakama. Now Padanta Nakara and Sakara, Jakara, followed by Takara, then what will happen? What's the next step? Just think. You have to follow the sequence. So Sakara, Jakara, which is there, right? So what will happen to that?
Sakara will drop.
Sorry?
The
Sakara will.
Sakara drop.
Suppose if we do like that, I'll do it here. As you said, Dhatu is Mans plus Tavya. Sakara drops, right? Then you will have Manj plus Tavya. After that, next step. Nakara, which is Tavarga letter, Jakara, Chavarga letter. Then it will become Manj, right? Tavya. Right? Then what's the final form? Again, Takara in contact with Jakara. Again, it will become
Tavya.
Manj. Then Manjavya. The form, does it look nice? Even,
The form is Mantavya.
no, not Mantavya. That is, Mantavya is Mandatu. Mantavya, that is a form. Okay, we are going to arrive at that. But if you do follow the sequence, apply like this, then what you get? This is the form you get. That is, Sakara becomes Lopaha. That is first step you have to do. Right? Then Nakara. Okay, Nakara, not Nakara. Say, if I go by step. That Nakara also, Apadanta Nakara followed by should become Jakara, Anuswara, and then Tavya. Then Anuswara is there, then Anuswara will remain. Then Shutva Sandhi will happen. By that, this becomes Jakara. Takara will be replaced by corresponding Chavarga letter, not Jakara. Kshamitam, I did wrongly. Chakara, if we go by it. Anuswara will remain. Anuswara will be replaced by Parasavarna. Then later, Manch. Therefore, we have then Chakara, Chavya. Then Karicha will apply. By that, this Jakara should be replaced by Chakara. Manchavya. Here also, this form seems to be the form. If you apply the rule sequentially, the rule as we know. You get Anishta Rupam. Anyway, it's the wrong Rupam, whether you sequence or whatever it is. This is not a form. And what to do? This is a special case. This is a special case. Now, let us do the reverse. I know what the form is. Okay. So I will take like this. This is masjidatu. It takes numma. The rule says final form is, you see, final form is mangtavya. I have to arrive at this form. Then how to arrive at this form? We'll do the reverse work. Mangtavya is there. So Mangtavya would have become, split that. Do the reverse.
Man and Tavya.
Mangtavya. Kakara is missing, huh? Mangtavya. Yeah. Mangtavya. Yeah. Kakara is missing. Mangtavya, not Mangtavya. Mangtavya. Tavya is there, right? Tavya. Split. Remove that. Then, what is the Anga then?
Monk.
Monk. The Nakara is that must have come. That must
Due to
due to?
Parasavan.
No. That is okay. Yes, fine. Even that must have come because of what? Num, exactly. That's what I want. So it must be man, then Kakara plus Tavya, right? Then
So Kakara is because of some Kutvam.
Kakara is because of?
Kutvam.
How Kakara is because of Tvam?
Ja will become Ga and then Kharitva. Oh, sorry. Ja will become Ga and then
Just to doing the reverse. That I will take this. Nakara must have been Anuswara and followed by this, right? Anuswara is followed by Parasavarna. I'm just doing like that. Okay, monk. Now, this must have been before, must have been this in the place of Kakara. There must be Jakara or something, right? Jakara plus Tavya. Then Kuttum something would have happened. Then Kuttum also, if you apply, Kakara would have come, and Kakara, then Karicha would have possible. Manj plus Tavya. I'm just doing, okay. Then before that, it has been Manj plus Tavya. Manj plus Tavya. So, what is the original? It is Masj. And Numagama comes after Numagama, it becomes Manj, right? So here, Manj plus Tavya. Then what happened to the Sakara then?
it would have dropped.
Sakara is dropped. No. The Sakara, where was the Sakara?
After Num.
After Nakara, the Sakara must have been, right? After Nakara. Now I will take that. This reverse is a little difficult, but I will take this Manj plus Tavya. Do you see whether we get this form? So Manj plus Tavya, Numagama comes for the Dhatu, and after the last stage, Manj. Then Sakara or Kavarga at the end. This is, what is the Adi letter here? Adi letter is, conjunct consonant is there. For the conjunct consonant, the first letter is?
Sakara.
No, first letter is Nakara.
No.
So how the Sakara will go then?
So it becomes Shakara.
Sakara must be at the beginning of the conjunct. Then only the sakara or kakara, that is conjunct consonant, adis, skogo, sinyogadi, that is adi sakara or kakara of the conjunct when the end of the padam are followed by jal will drop. So for that, the sakara should be the adi. Now this here sakara will not go if you are in nummakama. So if you take like this, then this nakara, which is apadanta nakara followed by jal, will become like this. Then sakara, jakara, then tavya sakara and jakara. What will
So
happen is
Shatvam, it becomes
sakara,
manch.
jakara becomes manch, then chakara, jakara, then jakara it is.
So we should add num after dropping Sakara.
Now, after dropping,
Sakara.
you see now this jakara and takara in contact, then mamsh, then tavya, ta will become cha, then anuswara, parasvarna not possible here. Therefore, mamsh, then justum 2 also can be, shakara will be replaced by jakara, manja and karicha will apply, the jakara will become Gakara, again you become Gakara, something you will get like this, something from, this is not, you will get Anishta Rupam again. Anyway you do, you get Anishta Rupam. The form is Mangtavya, you will not get it. So therefore, must being a Dhatu, now I want the Sakara to be the Adi, then only Sakara will go away. Otherwise the Sakara will remain. All the way Shakara is, the Shakara has changed its form and remaining as a Gakara something here. I'm not saying this is the right form, just randomly did that. So the Sakara has to go. So therefore, this is a special case. The Numagama comes after Sakara. Sakara, then Nakara, then Jakara. How do we know? Because we know the final form. Therefore, where the Num will come. Now, if you do Tavya, followed by Jal, and this is at the end of, this is Sakara, which is at the beginning of the, the conjunct consonant. At the beginning of the conjunct consonant, we have Sakara. Therefore, the Sakara will drop. Therefore, you will have Manj plus Tavya. So, you have to bring as Manj plus Tavya, then only Ishta Rupam is possible. This is not possible unless you order Numagama after Sakara. So, now once you have this Manj plus Tavya, Apadanta Nakara followed by Jal, Anuswara, then Manj plus Tavya, then we can apply, before that, Kuttami can be applied. Jakara should be replaced by corresponding Kavarga letter. Then Anuswara can be placed with Parasavarna, Mang plus Tavya. Then we can apply Anuswara replaced by Parasavarna, Mang plus Tavya. Right, and Karicha can be applied, then Mang plus Tavya. Then finally we get Mang Tavya. This is the Ishta Roop of Mang Tavya. So this is possible only when you ordain Nummagama after Sakara. Generally, we ordain after the last touch, but this is an exception. That is why this, therefore, even once if you do, you will have Anishta Rupam. This is what I have done here. Try to do the reverse. Reverse is very difficult. Anyway, just trying, huh? So now, therefore, Nakara here, if you do it, then what happens? That's wrong actually. Akara should be ordained after Sakara. Then only the Sakara will go away. Adi Sakara of the conjunct will drop by the rule. Sakara or Kakara at the beginning of the conjunct, and that is at the end of the Padam or followed by Jal, will drop. Then only Sakara will drop. Now this is a conjunct. The whole thing is a, I'll write one more step. Numagama comes, then after Numagama, we have 3 letters. Sakara, Nakara, Jakara. Now, Adista Varnaha is Sakara. That Sakara will drop when followed by Jal. Therefore, now we have Manj plus Tavya. Then after that, we can apply our follow the sequence, regular rule. The Jakara is Tavarga letter replaced by Tavarga Kutvam, which is and Padantanakara followed by Jala for Anuswara Sandhi. And Anuswara, after we do, then we can do Parasavarna after Chartam. Okay. Chartam comes first and then only this. I'll have to check the order. Tartvam comes first, therefore it is Mang, then Kakara is replaced by Kakara, Tavya, Chartvam. Then Anuswara replaced by Parasavarna, Parasavarna Sandhi, therefore Mang, Tavya. Here you can note this Parasavarna. This is the order. This is Sakara Lopa, Adista, Adi Sakara Lopa happens of the conjunct. Then Kuttam happens. Then Anuswara Sandhi. Then Chartvam and Parasavarna. Okay. So therefore, finally we get Mantavya. Form is Mantavya. This is a special case you can note where Num is ordained after Sakara. So Mantavya iti Rupam. In this rule, I've written here, the rule we are not, Sutra we are not seeing. Nashdhatu also like that only. Nashdhatu, which conjugation? That is also, not that is also, that is Nashdhatu, just the conjugation. Nashdhatu Nashyati, which conjugation? Fourth conjugation. Okay. Fourth conjugation. There we have Nashdhatu. What will be the Nashdhatoho Tavya Rupam? Nashdhatu, it is weight dhatu. Okay, therefore we have 2 forms. Once E comes, there is no problem. Nashitavya. Directly we can do. I think Nashdhatu, done here. It comes later. Anyway, I will explain that now. Another one is Nash plus, if it is Anit Pakshe, Jaladi, Jalipare, then Num comes. Then becomes Nansh plus Tavya. Right? So Nansh plus Tavya, the Nan Apadantanakara will become Apadantanakara. Okay, that will become Anuswara later. Before that, the Dhatu is Shakaranta Dhatu. Therefore, it will be replaced by Shakara. Or Nansh plus Tavya. Then we can apply Parasavarna. Namsh plus Tavya, Shakara and Tavarga in contact. Tavarga will be replaced by. Therefore, we have the form Namshtavya. Namshtavya is another Rupam. How we get Namshtavya, Nam, Anuswara because of Num. This is another form. So Nashitavya, Namshtavya. These 2 dhatus you can note. In case of Nash dhatu, it is Nakara, Nummakama comes after the last touch. In case of Mash dhatu, this is special. Please note. How do we know that? We know the form. Therefore, from the form, we have to know. This is, if you add in Nummakama after the last touch, you will not have the Ishtarupam. You can note that. Then Masti plus Aniya. That is simple. Majaniya, like Majati. Followed by Aniya, like Shab, like Sha, Majati Latlakara Rupam, just now we did. Masti plus Sha plus Tep. Sakara, which is Sakara and Jakara in contact, therefore Shuttam. Then Jashtam too. Majaniya. Right? Dhatu is Anit Dhatu. Anyway, here it doesn't matter. It is not Valadi at all. Next one, Nashdhatu. Nashdhatu Hurupam. This is 22, 23, 24. Nashdhatu already explained now. Nash plus Tavya. It is a weight dhatu. Therefore, Anit Pakshe Nummahamaha Bhavati. Nummahavam Krutva. Nummahavam Anit Pakshe. Sorry, Anit Pakshe. Numagama na bhavati. Therefore, we have the form. Sorry, Anit Pakshe Numagama bhavati by the. Sorry, let me do this. Anit Pakshe no itagama num bhavati by the rule. When Jaladi Pratyaya follows, num will come. Anit Pakshe num bhavati. It Pakshe num na bhavati. So Anit Pakshe num bhavati. It Pakshe, because it is it, not Jaladi, num na bhavati. So therefore num agama, then we apply this num agama by the rule. Masjid Ashore Jali, which is 7160. I just write a number for my sake. Number is 7160. Okay, and here it is not written num. All right, num bhavati. Num vidiyate by the sutra. Sutra is this. By the sutra, what is ordained is num. So therefore, here it is num vidiyate. Num is ordained by the rule. Num vidhanam, I'll write like that. Num vidhanam. Just yeah, bhave. Then shattam. This is by the rule shattam 1. Then paras anuswara is replaced by nakara is padanta nakara replaced by anuswara. Therefore anuswara sandhi. Anuswara paras savarna, will it happen? Yes or no? Paras savarna can happen only when it is a yai letter. This is not a yai letter. Therefore paras savarna will not happen. Anyway, paras savarna also will happen after shtuttam. Shtuttam comes first. The sequence. Then paras savarna na bhavati. Why? Paras savarnaha na bhavati. Because following letter is anuswara must be followed by yai letter. What are the yai letters? Yai letters cover all the consonants except sibilants. Right? When sibilants follows, paras savarna will not happen. In fact, yai letter also we can reduce to only class consonants. Yes, anuswara replaced. So therefore, we will have only mainly class consonants we will have, then only paras savarnatham will happen. So here doesn't happen. Paras savarnaha na bhavati. It pakshe, it is simple. Nash plus itavya, nashitavya. Next one, gup dhatu, we will do in the next class. Gup dhatu, it is in many conjugations. There are dhatu, gupa, first conjugation, 10th conjugation, and then 4th conjugation. And there are 2 type of dhatus. Gupu also is there, and gupa also it is there. If it is gupu dhatu, one pratyaya comes aya pratyaya. After that only we have to do the we have to add the pratyayas. Gopayati iti rupam. So that we will see. We have to discuss about this dhatu. What gup here? We will see. The next class we will see this gup dhatu. Special dhatu, this gup. Okay. All these are special. That's why we are doing this. Okay, we'll stop here. And please do the homework. Don't worry about the nyatta yatta rupam. Whatever you know in the general rule and the document, whatever it is there, you just apply. Tavya and Aniya, that must be easy. For that, you have to know dhatu is set or anit. If you know set, or if you know whether the dhatu is set or anit, then the Tavya form is easy. Aniya, we don't require even that information. Just add the pratyaya, do the angakarya if necessary, get the form. Yat pratyaya, you do it. If any exceptions are there, something that I tell you how it comes. They also have to refer. That's why I have not done for some. I left it blank. I suggest if you can, if you want, you can buy the book Kridanta Rupanandini, Sanskrita Bharati book. Kridanta Rupanandini, published by Sanskrita Bharati. You will see in their website. Kridanta Rupanandini by Janardana Egde. It's a good one. You can buy this book. The footnotes he has given how such forms comes. With the sutra he has given. So that becomes easy for by applying the regular rule. If you don't get the form, then there must be some special rules. That the footnote he has given. Kridanta Rupanandini. Brigadhatu Kusumakara also it is there, but compared to that, the Brigadhatu Kusumakara, it has got all the Lakara forms and Kridantas, everything is there. But this is only for Kridantas. All Krit Pratyas are given in the same order. So if you remember, I gave some Dhatu, Gam Dhatu, etc. to do all the Kridanta forms. Remember, in Lakara forms also. Right? Dhatu
Yes.
forms. Then if you have this book with you, the Kridanta form also you can do. I think I gave some Dhatu, right?
Yes.
But as homework. We did some Dhatu, Atta Dhatu, Gam Dhatu, some Dhatus. All the forms. So if you have Kridanta, then you will have all the Kridanta form also. So you can buy this book. Okay, we'll stop here. It will be useful. Mahisha, Mahita,
Yes, Guru.
you can just see that. If
Mm.
you want a cover, I can take a snapshot and
I
send.
found it, Guruji, online.
Got it.
Yeah.
Kridanta Rupa Nandini. There is another book is there, Dhatu Rupa Nandini. There it will have only Dhatus, Dhatu Rupa Nandini, I think. Nandini or that is also one book that is only Dhatus will be the Lakara Rupani. That also is good, separate. That is good. Both. Both you can buy together. If you know, you can send it to the group that if you find the book,
Yeah,
others, if they want, they can buy. We will stop here. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Dhanyavadaha.
Dhanyawad Guruji.
Dhanyawad.
Dhanyavadaha.